Hey guys, it's B89. I do the thinking, so you don't have to. And with this card, that's a good thing. You know, I really wanted to get away from that line, and you know what? When stupidity this great rises its ugly head, you just have to point it out. It's like a scab, I guess. You want to leave it alone. You know you should, but you just don't. You don't know why either. I mean, there's no reason you should be picking at a scab. And most of the time it doesn't even itch when you're picking at it. And just like that, I don't know why I'm picking at these Christians. I really don't. I mean, it's not like it helps me in any way, shape, or form, and it's not like they're gonna learn anything. I mean, the scab I picked probably has a higher IQ. At least it had greater genetic material to begin with. Now that's not fair. There are some very well-meaning parents who tried their best and they still had idiot children who believes in fairy tales. But and their genetics, I don't understand it. Their genetics are great. They choose to be idiots, and I really think that's what it is with this kid. Natural-born idiots, that's one thing. The Nephilim freeze, the shock of gods, they're natural-born idiots. They just don't have the mental capacity to ever evolve past this point. It's just expecting too much from a monkey, I guess. Yeah, you might be surprised if they can add 1 and 1, but you're never going to get them to do multiplication. You, however, you're young. I really want to imagine you just haven't been taught these things. But let's start with some of the basics. You say God has washed away our sins through the death of Jesus. So, human sacrifice is the only thing that can clean us of our sins. Ouch, tuck much? And then you say, well, Jesus exposed us. For what? Being human? This isn't, even if sin was the case, which it isn't. You're God. If he wants to claim credit for creating us, put those sins in us, or at least put us in a place and then put a tempter there, whatever mythology you want to believe. I mean, just like the Hercules myth, there's like 30 myths going around about how your God did all this stuff. So, your God put us in a situation where we had no choice but to sin, and then got pissed off because we sinned. That's kind of like duct taping a ice cream cone to a toddler's hand and then getting upset when the ice cream is gone. Yeah. But your scale also fails. I'm not sure if it was in your video because 30 seconds of hearing the same rambling that every other Christian apologist has ever used. And that's something else. Why can't you Christians come up with one original idea? Blessings go to Neff. It may not be 100% original, but at least he tries. He goes out of his way to read stuff and then fuck it up in the worst possible way so it's entertaining. But no. Well, Jesus is the God, and he took away our sins and cleaned us and made us good. And since you don't accept him, you're gonna burn in hell. You know what? 2,000 years, we get it already. We're not that stupid. We get the whole concept. Tell us something we don't know. I don't know what to say to you. You are so idiotic, and you think atheism is a religion, or a fellowship, or civil union, or whatever. And don't even get me with that. That's going to be next video. You have now become, you and Athos Amo. That's it. You two are on my shit list. Never had a shit list before. You two are on it because it's just pure stupidity. It's like, so yes, you are on my shit list. I don't even know your name, but you're on my shit list. Because I know you can do better, and you're not even trying. If God had really wanted to save humanity, maybe he should have got off his ass in the Garden of Eden, killed the snake, burn the tree, and, let humanity live in the garden without the fear of temptation. Or you know what? Maybe when we choose not to love him, he loves us anyway and lets us live our lives. But maybe that's too much for you. Maybe you just gotta watch these people burn, which really is more of a characteristic of you and not your God. But they're the same thing, aren't they? You and your God. No. You are your God. That's the funny thing. There is no God here. And that's why it's so hard to get through to you, because you think that you can pile everything onto your God. Your God is nothing more than an image of you, deified. And I guess that's why we hate you Christians so much. Because you don't even realize that you are pretending to be your God and then mandating how we should live our lives. So, every time a retard raises his fist in anger to the atheist community, I will be there. Every time the Islamic community threatens to bomb us unilaterally, I'll be there. Every time a Scientologist threatens to take your dialysis or whatever the fuck they call it, I'll be there. And I will burn their houses down with those goddamn lemons. Tech boys, how are we on the lemons? That's right, life. I want to see your manager, and if I don't see your manager in 5 seconds, I'm burning your house down with lemons.